Hello, YouTube. Welcome to my first live stream here on my channel. I'm super excited to this, and yeah, let me give you a quick little hello about myself. So, if you're here, you probably already watched some of my videos, and you're wondering, what is this guy doing live streaming? Well, the answer is simple. Travel's kind of just right now, so I don't have a lot of travel videos to make and edit and upload. So I thought instead I would make a couple of do live streams, maybe weekly, maybe twice a month, just to chat, talk about travel, to answer some of your questions, give you some tips, tell some fun stories, all sorts of stuff. So welcome. Travel 101, I think is what I'm going to call this show. Travel 101 with Brandon. Does that sound good? Not sure. But I did want to take a second to say this is the first live stream on this channel. So look forward to your feedback. Leave a comment below. Let me know if it sounds okay, if it's lagging, if it's cutting off, if it's jumpy. All things I can't tell when I'm doing it live, which is weird. Spending a lot of time editing videos. So interesting challenge to and actually do a live broadcast here on the channel. But I'm excited. I think it's going to go well. So without further ado, welcome to Travel 101 with Brandon. Play well. I have no idea. I have no idea what's happening, if it's playing well or not. Maybe headphones to make sure I don't know if I can actually listen to what I'm doing. Who knows? But I want to go there. I don't know if the sound came through. No, this is a great learning experience for both of us. So today I wanted to kind of talk a little bit about just about me selfishly and about what travel even is. Because I'm seeing a lot of things that bother me, a lot of stuff that drives me nuts. So, uh, with that said, I wanted to kind of talk a little bit about the state of travel, and some of the things that are really driving me up a wall. First, like I said, if you're just joining the stream, if since it's my first live stream, take it easy on me. Let me know what you see, what you hear, if it sounds good, if it sounds bad, if it's lagging, if you can hear audio, the packages that I'm playing. Plug this back in. I don't know what that did. I don't know if you can hear any of the audio for the packages that I'm playing or not. So to leave a comment and let me know. The stream might be terrible and I might have to just my channel. Okay. Let's talk about some of the things that are really bothering me about travel. First, here's the deal. Here's the thing I want to say to all of the travel influencers out there, all of the wannabe travel influencers out there, travel fanatics, all of the international travel fanatics, all the travelers out there. I just want to say to you, stop. Now is not the time to travel. It is not the time to nationally travel. Domestic travel, okay, I can support some of that, but you don't go to another country right now. Even if the country is open for Americans, which a lot of countries are not, and I'll make a whole video or about that, but stop traveling. Here's why. Here's why I think it's important that we pause. We push the button on international travel for a while. You know, with the pandemic, whatever you may feel about the politics of the U.S., there is a pandemic. It is happening, raging here in the States. Other countries, it's more under control. Some other countries, it's raging just as bad or nearly bad. We're one, go us. But go to another country, you're taxing that system. Though countries now need our tourist dollars more than ever, when you go there, if you get sick, you are taxing that country's healthcare system. And most countries' healthcare systems have been swamped just trying to keep up with their own populations. So I think a super irresponsible thing to do right now, to go to another country and use some of the resources, some of their resources. It's just not responsible. So that's like, that should be enough for people to not travel. The other thing is you're putting yourself more at risk and you're putting other people more at risk. It's not fair because we have a country with a really high infection rate for us to go to other countries, especially countries that have a low rate, bring the sickness, the virus, the plague with those countries. It's not fair to those countries. It's not fair to those people. It's not fair to other tourists, and it's not fair to you and your health. So that's the first thing I kind of want to say is just stop traveling. Just stop traveling. It's not worth it. It's not worth the risk. Not worth putting other countries' economies in danger, or their healthcare systems in danger. It's just not worth it. So travel bloggers out there who are now starting to hop flights and think things are getting back to normal, they're not. That's my never thought as a avid traveler and travel enthusiast that I would be actively encouraging people to not travel, but that's what we're doing today. We're encouraging people not to travel. You know, we want people to be safe, people to be smart. We want people to, you know, we want people to do the right thing. So I think that's the most important thing, is to encourage people to do the right thing, to stay home. Don't go out if you don't have to. You know, don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not worth the risk for you. It's not worth the risk for your family. It's not worth the risk for those around you. So the first thing I wanted to say, I wanted to share with you, it's just, you know, try, stop doing it. So anyway, there's my, if you're just joining the stream, leave a, let me know what you're doing, where you're, and also if you're just joining, this is my first ever stream on this channel. So leave a comment, let me know how it sounds, how it looks, what the deal is, if it sounds okay, if it's looking okay. You can leave a comment. The chat box is over there on your screen. Maybe it's over there. I don't know. Leave a chat if it sounds okay and if it looks okay. If we're, because I have no idea what I'm doing. I have been editing videos for years. I've never, so there. There's that. Tell me, give me feedback. Stream might be terrible. I don't know, but that's it. Don't try right now. Just don't. It's not worth doing. It's putting yourself at risk. It's not worth putting other people at risk. I actually just recently, funny story, tangent, side note. I actually just recently started live streams on another network, on IBM, which is a streaming platform. Stream on different websites and their pages and things like that. So I started doing an hour-long travel show there once a week. Actually, I'm later today at 11 o'clock Eastern time this morning. So back to back. But I want to stream over here and share some message, because I get questions over there on that stream about travel and where we should go and what we should do in planning travel. And I love talking about those things. I love talking about planning travel, but I also want to encourage people to not right now. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. So with that being said, here in sunny Florida, we've had a lot of rain and storms the last few we've had a lot of rain and storms the last few days, so I am expecting a guy to come look because our roof is leaking. This is great. This is why I travel full time, so I don't have to deal with these kinds of things. You know, but it is what it is. Que sera, sera. So anyway, I might jump up to go let the roof, and not sure. This is the problem with live streaming. This is the challenge, is that we, as YouTube creators, get to structure and edit our videos and cut out the parts and put it all together. And doing it live, it's like, well, I don't know. Who knows what's going to happen? So Lord knows, bear with me through the stream. It might be terrible, might be, I have no clue. But it is what it is. I guess you could say. It is what it is. So the kind of thing talk about the future of travel. What's what's happening now in the future, right? So I've kind of touched on it's not worth. I've touched on it's not worth traveling right now, but I want to touch on something else. Is it's not gonna look the same in the future. So here's what I mean when I say that. I mean that a ask any travel expert, travel agent, or industry professional. Travel is going to be domestic for a big old period of time. Lucky for you, I have a whole collection of domestic travel videos on my YouTube channel. I actually have a playlist of USA guides that you can check out to learn how to go to New Orleans on a budget, to see some things to see, or in, I mean, everywhere. I've been all over the country. So I've almost been to all 50 states, right? But almost. I have a whole, you can check that out, but it's going to be domestic. Travel is going to be huge. Is a, I'm a guessing US person watching the stream. Uh, what, what are you looking to do for your travel plans? Are you planning travel? Are you thinking about travel? Where are you looking at going? Here's what I'm going to encourage as a, I guess you could call me a travel expert, but here's what I'm going to encourage. I'm going to encourage you to travel, when travel starts up again, which it hasn't yet, try not to stay home. But when it does, domestic travel is going to be, right? We're going to see a rebirth of American road trip. We're already a little bit in some countries that are lesser hit. Some of my favorite Canadian travel bloggers are, traveling around their country. I think you're going to see a lot of that. I think you're going to see a lot of road trips, a lot more of the roadside attractions, people taking, trips around their backyard, their neighboring states to explore, to vacation, and just tourist money. So with that being, I want to encourage you when we start to improve on our infection rate, when the pandemic starts to subside, hopefully in the next year. God, just saying that is so depressing. Ooh, but hopefully in the next year. First spots to hit are your outdoor places, because subsiding, those are going to be your places where you have the lowest risk of transmission, the lowest risk of catching the virus, a lot of contact with other people. So, saying camping. Don't y'all miss camping? Like, I feel like you watched much of this channel. I feel like you've grown up with me. I feel like you've gotten to see the whole, like 5-6 years I've been putting videos up. And I feel like I've grown up. I don't camp anymore. Well, so getting back into that, I think that's going to be great. Going to national parks, Yosemite, going to the Redwood Forest, going to the Great Lakes, taking that little camping trip. I think that's going to be a great way to travel in the next few years. People can do that because they're in their homes with their families, and they're, excuse me, God, this is the live streams, right? Oh, God, I got the hiccups. People are at home with their families, and they can get in a car and they can stay together. They can go to a national park, pay their fee, and go on into their campsite, set up a tent, and they don't have to have any contact with anyone else there. So it's a fairly low risk travel activity to do. You're there, you're in your tent, you're in the open, there's breeze, there's air movement, you're not likely to catch anything. So I think camping's going to be big. Now there is this kind of like camping Airbnb model that may start to pop up, or will start to pop up, because not everybody wants to stay in a tent. About that, I think it's better to stay in an Airbnb than a hotel, because in a hotel you're going to have lots of transient people coming in and out of the hotel. Airbnbs are going to be, I think, important, those kind of condo rental places, because there's less transient people coming in and out. At a hotel you're going to have a dozen housekeepers in and out every day, a dozen front desk people in and out every day, management staff, other guests in and out and around. An Airbnb, it's going to be just you. You get to go, let yourself in, in a perfect world, and just kind of be in, and hopefully it's, you know, cleaned and disinfected for you. But uh, that's going to be an important part in the future of travel. So hit up, start looking at some of those state parks. Start thinking about some domestic things that you haven't done before that you would like to. The Grand Canyon, Niagara Falls, Yosemite. Go see old, what is it? The Old Geyser. What is the name of that? Old Faithful. Go see Old Faithful. Old Faithful. It's the name of the thing. I don't know what I'm doing. This is a live stream because I don't know what's happening ever. Um, so go see Old Faithful. Go to the lakes. Go take a little boat up around the lakes. Go swimming. Go hang out there. State parks everywhere that are beautiful and and a lot of them have a lot of great amenities. You know, I'm here in Florida and we've got a lot of great parks around that I can go to and not be around people and not be at risk of getting myself or other people sick. Um, Domestic travel, I think, is going to be huge. I mean, that's where it's heading. We're heading into a land of domestic travel. We're heading into a land of road trips because airlines are struggling, and even though fares are cheap now, when this starts to subside, fares are going to be much more expensive. So you're going to see, I think, a big birth into um, the American road trip model, you know, that kind of 66 style. And that's what I want to do. Fantastic. Explore your backyard. You know, people, the big thing when it comes to international travel, people always want to talk to me about is airline tickets and how do you find a good airline deal and how do you pack effectively to avoid overweight fees? How do you navigate airlines? Everybody wants to know about it. And uh, you can just buy that with this road trip model, right? You can just get in your car and go. And I think that's going to be really prominent in the next few years. You know, it's going to be traveling again. Airlines are going to have to charge a lot to make up for all the money they've lost. So I think that's going to be very prominent. So thinking about favorite parks, your favorite outdoor activities, your favorite Atlas Obscura or road attraction things, domestic travel is going to be really important. And I think that model is going to be really important too for traveling safely. There are people who take risks and want to do things, you know, like indoor dining. People who like where I'm in Florida and go to go hang out, you know, go do stuff like that. And I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think it's safe. I know, you know, there's people feel a lot of different ways strongly about the way we're handling the pandemic. I have a lot of opinions, but this channel isn't about politics, so we won't get into those. Um, but or stay safe now. So do get that travel bug. Go take a hike somewhere. You know, go rent a canoe and go canoeing on your local lake or river. Go, you know, do something like that. I think that's the most effective way to travel safely. If you need to travel now. And I would say if you can, you know, avoid it costs until things start to look a little bit better in the country for us. Here's the thing that I want to talk about, and then we'll take a quick break. So I'm structuring this kind of like a podcast. If you're new to my channel, I've hosted 2 podcasts. One was like a comedy pop culture show, and the other one is a healthcare podcast. I don't know if you're interested in that, but you can always go listen to it if you want. But I'm like that. So I'm doing my first half, Chatty Cathy. I'm going to take a little break. I'm going to play a little video, and then we'll do our second half, Chatty Cathy. I might pop in and out on there to give you a little bit of a break from this mug, from this old face. You know, give you a little bit of a break on that. So yeah, so we're going to take a break here in a second, and we're going to talk a little bit more about the future of travel. But I think the message I want to get across is stop traveling right now. Stay at home. You know, I mean, Tyler Oakley, I don't know if you know this, a few years ago, kind of helped translate for Tyler Oakley to sign language. I don't think he ended up using anything I did for him, but it was super cool that, you know, I got the video about influencers going to house parties and things like this in LA And this is my version of that for travelers. Stop traveling. Stay at home. I know you want to do if you have to get out and do something, go for an outdoor activity. Go to a park, a state park, where not many people around. Go by yourself, away from people. Like, don't just stop traveling. That's the first thing I want to get across in this is pause. You gotta pause right now. In the United States, you gotta pause. And I know I have an international audience as well. So other countries, I'm gonna cut you some slack here because we're terrible right now. The virus is spreading like wildfire. Other countries, it may be safe for your weekend trip, your little getaway. I'd be curious to know what's going on in your. Always leave a comment below. Let me know where you're watching from and what's happening in your country. But moral of the story, in the United States, you gotta just pause for a little while. On a trip, by all means, start saving money for a trip, by all means, but don't go take that trip right now. Just don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Anyway, I want to take a quick break, and by ad break, I mean I'm just promoting more of my own content. So I don't really know how that works. It's not sponsored by anybody, but I don't. Anyway, I'll be right back with the second half of this. Talk a little bit more about the future of and the future of what the heck's happening in the world. So don't go away. And if you're just joining, let me know what you're thinking. If I sound okay, if I look okay, if I'm lagging a lot, if I'm dropping a lot of frames, I have no idea. I kind of guessed on my things. No clue. Sounds or looks. So please leave a comment below and let me know. Travel. It doesn't have to be complicated, and it doesn't have to be expensive. When you think of travel, it can be easy to get overwhelmed from pricey airline flights, dates of your hotel, navigating in Ubers and taxis in foreign languages, and currency exchange. It can feel really complicated, but it doesn't have to be. Let me help you break down travel into some easy, simple steps so that way you can take the trip of a lifetime without breaking the bank or stressing yourself out. Travel is more complicated now than ever, so having a guide who's experienced to help you navigate the world of travel can be priceless. And it is priceless. It's free to watch here on IBM TV and free to subscribe to my YouTube channel, where I'll give you some great travel tips and advice. There's nothing quite like snapping that photo at sunset in Paris, trying great coffee in Colombia, or adventuring around Spain having a great sunny day. Even if you want to travel domestically, from budget travel guides in New Orleans, New York, Paris, and London, to luxury travel guides and everything in between, travel can be so much fun and so much more affordable than you think. I just realized that's the ad that I've used on the other live stream. So I know I was saying IBM TV, that obviously this is my YouTube channel. Sorry, I got my videos confused. What a disaster! What a whole YouTube am. I mean, really, like who lets me do? Anyway, welcome back. If you're just joining the stream, my name is Brandon, and we're talking all about the future of travel, what travel is now, what the heck's happening, what's going on. Welcome to the stream. Leave a comment below. Let me know how I sound, I look, because I have no idea what I'm doing. Clearly, I just played the wrong mid-roll. YOLO. But I did want to talk a little bit about my new Explore line. That's right. I have merchandise. I'm so excited. I launched a new line of merch, cool travel swag you can buy at thebrandonscott.com, where you get your some bags. I got t-shirts, I got mugs. It's stupid today, and I didn't actually should have over there. I want to get up in midstream and go get it, but you know, you should go get some. It is pretty fun. It is cute. I really like it. So go grab some of that stuff. And it's a great way to support the channel and support the content I make if you're liking what you watch, and get some cool swag while doing it. There's that. There's my plug for my own merch, my own website. You know, go on watching this stream and you're not yet subscribed to my channel, hit that big red button, subscribe. Let's be friends. We're talking all about travel today, all about the future of travel. So we talked a little bit about domestic travel and how that's a big thing. But I you know, and you shouldn't be traveling right now. If you're in the United States, stay home. Not hard. Just stay home. Go out and do what you need to do. Take vacation right now. Anyway, so let's talk about these guys. I brought a prop. Bum ba da dum, bum ba da dum. If you are new to my channel, you don't know how valuable this is to me. Device right here, this little guy, super valuable because I lost it in Europe. I think it got stolen out of my hotel room in London. So I had to go through a long, impossible, difficult ordeal to get this guy replaced, to get a new one. This is my new one. It's good for till 2030, so it's easy to remember that way. But yeah, go watch that video, because it's all about what to do if you lose your passport abroad. Try not to, but if you do, done it, so that way you can go watch the video and learn what you should do. It's a big old this pandemic. We don't know if we're under control ever, so make sure when you book, you're booking things that are flexible, you can be funded, or you can get credit for. Here's the other kind of cool thing is check on your frequent flyer or your Hilton rewards or whatever trips you have. Check in on them, because you're going to find a ton of specials for your memberships. And with the specials, you can a lot of times, because they know people aren't traveling, they'll have great deals on going to buy points. You know, for airline or your hotel, you can go buy sometimes points at a steep discount because people keep that membership up. You can also sometimes have great perks for membership where you don't have to buy anything. You know, you can go on and if you don't meet the qualifying stays, you know, sometimes you want like a little application. I know right now, like I think I want to say Hilton, but I could be wrong. Permission of basically everybody was keeping their status here. It didn't matter what you did. You just, if you were silver, gold, whatever, you just were keeping it. I think it was Hilton. I could be wrong, but go check on those things, because that can be a great help to you in the future when we do start traveling again. Like I said, a lot of travel is gonna be domestic for a while, and I mean a while. So if you keep up those memberships, though you might not be able to take your big international trip, you can very find a great deal on a hotel stay or a trip here locally, domestically in the States. Personally, I think avoiding airport lanes for a while is going to be good. Just, it's a lot of effort to try and stay healthy when you're around that many people. But if you have to take a trip somewhere where you're going to fly in the next year, you're not doing that now, because we've just talked about how you shouldn't be traveling now. But in the next year, that's a great way to get some rewards, right? Is to keep your memberships, keep your points, keep your free flyers, get some of those deals, get some discounts now, because they're dirt cheap. And that's a good way to save money. That when you do take that trip in the future, you've points, you've purchased status and whatever, so you can use that then to get a cheaper ticket when prices up, which they inevitably will. That's just how this works, people. Um, so I think, yeah, I mean, I guess the moral of the story here, kind of wrapping this all up, I think is that travel is going to look a lot different in the future than it did before the pandemic just 6 months ago, 8 months ago, really, I guess. But it's going to look a lot different. I think we're going to see a lot of people. Here's what we're going to see. I'll be honest. I'll level with you. I think we're going to see when vaccine comes out or when subside, I think you're gonna see tourism boards for cities, lines, hotels, a whole plethora of these tourist-funded businesses are gonna offer incredible deals to lure you back out to travel. Gonna want you to money with them because they need it. They need it desperately. So I think the price is this boom, and then I think you're gonna boom. I think you see the first month, maybe a couple months right after things calm down from the pandemic, see incredible deals from airlines, from tourism boards. You're going to see different countries that are going to have cities that will offer to pay for 2 nights of your stay. Well, whatever. You're going to see a ton of that for a hot minute to get people back out and traveling. And then I think right after that, you're going to see prices skyrocket and jump super high, up to help make up for some of the lost profit from the last few months. Do with that information what you will. I can't tell you what I think you should do now because I don't know what that's going to look like when it happens. I don't know. No idea. If it's at where it's seemingly safe or feels safe-ish to travel again and you take advantage of some of those discounts, I encourage you to do that. I'd even make some videos about some of the discounts you can get. So make sure you're subscribed. I don't know. It might not be safe. They may be offering deals before it's a decent place to start traveling again. So hard for me to tell you exactly now, but in general, that's the important thing, right? So, I mean, I guess the moral of the story is it's hard. It's so hard. I have not been out to a restaurant, like to sit down and eat, dine in, outdoor dining, or anything. I've done to go. That's it. But I've not been to a restaurant in almost 6 months. Oh, that's so sad. Yeah. I mean, I did move across country during a pandemic. I did, get evacuated back to the States and have to get a house and everything. But I feel like I've been good. I've only gone out when I've needed to for work for my new job because obviously like, this isn't traveling full time isn't an option right now. So I have a new job. But I'm there and home. I haven't done anything. I'm gonna try to find some fun activities here locally, here in my area, to go like enjoy and to share with you, to have sort of traveling, I don't know, some sort of vlogs, I guess, if you will, while I can. Don't know that they're going to be great. I don't know that they're going to be very successful. God knows. I'm going to try. I'm going to try to do better and get out and do a little bit of that. Take some of my own advice that I gave in this stream and do some hiking. Maybe go paddleboarding or canoeing. It's finally getting to a bearable temperature in I don't know why I moved to Florida. It's so hot. Finally getting to a bearable temperature here. So I feel a little bit better about going, hiking and stuff like that. A little bit more comfortable since I haven't adjusted to the Florida heat yet. But it is sad. It is sad. I miss traveling. I miss international traveling. Sometimes I see planes go by overhead and I'm like, I kind of just want to ride in a plane. I don't have to go anywhere. I just want to be in an airplane. Isn't that sad? So it is sad. It is hard. I get it. I know. I feel it. I feel the urge to take advantage of a deal and travel irresponsibly, but don't do it. Just don't do it right now. It's just not the risk, not worth putting strain on other places, other countries' healthcare system. Um, it's not worth reintroducing, more contagion to their country. It's just not worth it. So, feel it. It's hard. We gotta be strong. We gotta be strong, and we gotta do it. We gotta do what we can. So that's why we're live, baby. We're doing this now live, maybe weekly. I haven't decided yet. Let me know in the comments below what you think. If you would be interested in a weekly live stream, probably be in the mornings. But we're doing some live streaming now to give you a little bit of a reprieve from the roughness of this. To talk a little bit about travel, to fantasize about the past, talk about some old adventures, maybe plan some new adventures. I don't know. We'll figure it out together. So I think we're going to wrap this up. I think I'm ready to call it a stream. Yeah. If you liked this stream, comment below and let me know so we can decide as a community if we want to keep doing this, if we keep streaming. And if you do like this and you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. You can get notified of my streams when I go live. You can also find a bunch of great videos here. Videos of travel tips, travel hacks, domestic, United States city travel guides, Europe travel guides, all sorts of stuff. Fun adventures, silly videos, just a little bit of everything to keep you entertained, to inspire you for next trip that you can start planning and saving up for, to help you plan, help you navigate the world of travel as it gets more and more complicated. So hit that button, hit that big red button. That's all you got to do. And if you really like what I'm doing, hop on over to thebrandonscott.com. Boom, there it is up there. Hop on over there, get some Explore merchandise. It would be a great way to show that you support the channel, support the streams, support the videos, the website, all the stuff I make. Grab just a little sticker, $1 sticker, not a huge thing to grab, cheap little guy, but helps a lot. It helps me do this. Helps me continue to make videos and share content and share travel stories with you. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I will see you all. I think we're going to do this once a week, maybe every other week, but I'll schedule it a few times. So make sure you have that notification bell on so you get the notification for our next live stream. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you soon.